wood a warm honey brown to match the ladder-back stools by the Madura gold granite tasting counter, and then paint the walls Tuscany gold. Yesterday, we had installed extra shelving that would soon be loaded with new additions, like pâtés, chutneys, homemade jams made without pectin or preservatives, gourmet olives, crackers, and artisanal breads. I would cluster cheese baskets, gifts, and accessories on the 5 oak barrels stationed around the shop. My favorite gifts: the olive wood-handled knives from France, the copper fondue pots from Italy, and the crystal cheese trays from Ireland, would sit on the largest barrel prominently stationed in the middle of the room. Over the last year, thanks to the internet, I had visited many wonderful places and found one-of-a-kind items. "Where is Matthew?" Pepper said, ending my moment of patting myself on the back for a job well done. "Seeing to the wine annex." Matthew used to be a sommelier in one of Cleveland's finest restaurants, but a month ago, life struck him a hard blow, and suddenly living in a big city didn't appeal to him. His wife ditched him and his twin daughters and went back to dear old Mumsy and dear old Dad to live in their thatch-roofed vicarage in dear old England. My grandparents, who never liked the woman in the first place, had urged me to take in Matthew and the girls. How could I say no? When Pepper offered us the partnership in the cheese shop, Matthew jumped at the chance. He arrived bursting with new ideas. A must-see place like Fromagerie Bessette should also sell wine, he argued, and Providence didn't have a wine shop yet. I had agreed wholeheartedly, and we set to work. For the annex, we leased the empty space next to the cheese shop. We cut an archway between, laid travertine tiles on the floor, paneled the wine annex with dark mahogany, installed a bar and stools, and added rows and rows of wine bottle nooks. Voila! In a short time, we had created an authentic-looking winery tasting room. When word got out, local vintners had clamored to provide samples. Progress. Bah! My sweet old grandfather uttered another grumble of disapproval and fled through the rear door of the shop. I smiled. I had prepared myself for his resistance. After World War II, he and Grandmère had migrated from France and given their life's blood to the cheese shop. Pepper did not like me bucking tradition, but I had such dreams. Cheese and wine tastings, a mail-order business come the fall, cooking classes. I even planned to write a cheese cookbook. It would be so popular that the barefoot Contessa would beg to write the foreword. One thing at a time, I reminded myself and chuckled. Like cheese, if I set too many slices of life on a plate, the flavors would be indistinct. The grape leaf-shaped chimes hanging over the front door tinkled. "Charlotte, take a look at these beauties." Matthew bounded across the natural pine floor like a long-limbed Great Dane. He carried 2 mosaic bistro tables with S-scrolled legs that I had ordered from Europa Antiques and Collectibles, a quaint shop located in the building next to ours. "Très hip," he said. "You did good." The antique shop's proprietor, Vivian Williams, glided in behind Matthew, carrying a pair of matching mosaic chairs and black matte finish. She reminded me of a clipper ship, aloof and elegant, sails unfurled, her chin-length hair in a flip, the flaps of her Ann Taylor suit jacket flying wide. She said, "Take these. I'll go get to the other set of chairs." I slipped the stools from her grasp, admiring for a second time the way the round mosaic seats matched the table. Definite conversation pieces. I traipsed after Matthew into the annex. Vivian returned in seconds with 2 more chairs. "By the by, I saw the girls on their way to school. They're so adorable." Matthew's 8-year-old twins. "Did they make their beds?" I asked Matthew. His mouth quirked on the right side. "They pulled up the covers." I sighed. It was a start. "The littlest one, Amy, is a handful." Vivian fussed with the chairs, arranging them with an eye for balance. "They're not identical, are they? Amy's like her mother, I assume." "Nothing like her. Thank God. We didn't speak her name in Matthew's presence." "My great-granddaughter is just like me," Grandmère Bernadette trundled into the annex.